Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Let the happiness take you in.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hello, my creeps. Hello, no peeps. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise in the Shop Morning Coffee Show. All those words all mashed together for you like a sandwich, so it's easy to digest.
Good morning.
But it's like, good morning. You didn't know how to take that. That's funny.
Yeah.
You think you'd be able to take a sandwich reference for how many buffets you ruin. That's funny. But anyways, we got Hellwheeler here too. How you doing, Hellwheeler?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the coffee to finish hitting. The first mug didn't quite do it. I'm sure the second mug will.
The power of the coffee will behold you once the caffeine kicks in.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm on my second and a half cup of coffee.
If you've drunk so much coffee already, you're struggling to remember what mug you're on.
Well, no. This is my second cup of coffee. Then I was down half of it. Then I refilled it. So I'm on my second half, 2.5 cup of coffee. Yeah.
I'm on my second cup.
Your second cup. Your second cup of coffee. Well, coffee's good for you. Did you know? Coffee has healing properties. It can heal you from being tired.
Mm-hmm. Kidney stones too, from what I hear.
Well, coffee is usually pretty good about not giving you kidney stones.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But this is not the greatest and best show on earth. This is just a tribute.
What, to the greatest coffee beans on earth?
That's right. If you catch that reference, you used to listen to Tenacious D. That's right. Cane Shaker. He's like, what the hell is this? He's talking about this big old thing with the power of the immortal sun and harness the energy and strength. The gumph with stern eyes and a wholesome heart and high opinion. I shake that cane at the clouds. The clouds will hear thee. That command.
What did the clouds do to upset him?
Yeah. Well,
did they ban him as well?
Yeah, power of the cane shaker. He moves the clouds with the shake of his cane.
Well, it's like this. He bans his cane shaker. It won't be the first time.
That's just a command that he's forgotten about. That command's like about a year old now.
Wow.
Usually, the one command he usually uses is James. That's the one he remembers the most. Whoop. But anyways, how are you guys doing? Whoa, how are you guys doing? You guys got the energy?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Had a pretty good stream this morning.
Yeah, I saw your butt get kicked over and over.
Yeah, but it was still fun because I was playing with new cards.
That's right. Right. And, you got to play with cards. You got to play with mana baits because nothing's your fault when you lose. It's the game's fault. But when you win, it's your opponent's losing to your skill.
Yep. One problem I was having, this morning I was drawing too much dang on land.
Hey,
high mana curve and too much land.
Too much land. You can never complain about too much land.
Well, you can if you ain't got nothing to go along with them to play.
Well, get more draw on your deck, home skillet.
Yep.
Get more cards in your hand. Get more cards in your hand. You want more cards? Get more cards. Draw more cards. Run 12 copies of Phyrex in a deck. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, if it'll speed the game up in my favor, then I will do it.
Right. Well, Phyrex Arena doesn't go on every deck, especially in standard. You don't want those life damages stacking when you start with 20 life.
I mean, Commander probably it's pretty good, but in standard, it ain't really that good because it pings you more than it does help you.
Right. Well, no, drawing the 2 cards a turn and losing life is pretty good. But when you're drawing 3 cards, losing 2 life out of 20, it's good, but it starts hurting. And if you stack 3 Phyrexian Arena on a 20 life game, your life is more than a resource there.
I mean, 1 early ain't too bad. As long as it's early, but the later it gets and the lower your life total gets, the worse it is.
Right. You just gotta be excited about it. Excitable. But yeah, you gotta have the power. The power.
Yep.
All right, I'm trying to think of something, and I can't think of something. Oh no, well, I can think of something for the show, but hey,
Cool.
Zombie, what's up?
What's up, zombie?
What's up? How's it going? Zombie, in my head, zombie. All right, so check it out. Today's topic is about bringing out your dead, graveyard recursion, and how fun it is. Like this is kind of a commander topic, because Hellbilly is the king of commander, and loves reanimation.
Yep, and Tortoise is the king of board wipes.
always need board wipes. If I can win the game by clearing your board, I will. That's right. Board wipes are awesome.
Yep. They can be when it's one-sided board wipes.
All right, there we go. But yeah, you gotta have fun. So recursion of graveyards is a really big thing that I think a lot of people we play with have a hard time struggling with when it comes to understanding why graveyard recursion is powerful. Getting a card back from a graveyard to your hand is a really good thing, especially if you're getting back a really powerful card that you want to use twice. It brings in a better redundancy that you want to have in your efficiency of playing the game, of having the power of playing something twice. Yeah. Hey, TCG dude, what's up? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier, but there you go. I see your first comment there. Tortoise, that's right.
Cool.
Zombie's like, I love my graveyard decks. Yeah, the reason I don't cut decks. Nice. Yeah, graveyard recursion is really solid. Like when you run cards like Eternal Witness to bring a card back from a graveyard to your hand. Any card, like a board wipe, or a removal spell that you need desperately, or a card draw card that was removed. You know, getting cards back is very powerful in Commander. Recursion is huge. It's huge. I don't know how to say that any more weird, but as long as it gets stuck in your head, graveyard recursion is huge. Yep. Like you want to run like 5 instances at least of graveyard recursion because you want to run more draw engines, more mana fixing than graveyard recursion. And graveyard recursion is the ability to give you cards back. You run like 9 removal spells in your deck. You want to play some of those a couple more times. You want to draw like 5 cards. You won't bring back your 3-card draw back from the graveyard. Want to get a big, scary, beefy, mean creature from a graveyard? Recur it with Animate Dead or Reanimate. Oh, yeah. Some pretty solid cards. Or Hymn of Rebirth if you're green and white. Yeah.
And they got this one card in Standard. I can't think of the name of it, but you gift a card and brings a card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and you get a copy of that card as a 1/1 token.
Oh, interesting. That sounds pretty decent.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to talk about Starfall Invocation at first, but no. Starfall Invocation is a board wipe. A pretty good one from Bloomburrow. For 5 mana, you can gift a card. It says destroy creatures, and if a card was gifted, you return a creature card that you control that was put in the graveyard onto the battlefield. Under your
I like having copies though. It's a mono black card.
Getting copies of a creature is good too. Yeah. Yeah, I won't lie. Getting copies of a creature is pretty good too. As long as you get that ability, that creature, that something you want to your board state, is very impressive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because like graveyard recursion is so saucy. All right, saucy. It's like adding extra gravy onto your meatloaf. Saucy. Because like one thing you fight to deal with in a single card format like Commander is redundancy. The ability to have one thing go off several times, to do the same kind of thing over and over again. That's one of the things you fight for in Commander. Copying spells is one thing. It's another topic altogether, but getting them back from the graveyard so you can cast them again is pretty solid. I mean, that's how most decks work. That's how my Rafik deck works. Like, Rafik deck works by playing a lot of the most similar cards, so I get that redundancy really quick. Yeah. Yeah, because Standard, you kind of have a built-in redundancy because you're playing multiple copies of one card. So Graveyard Recursion isn't as super saucy in that format because you got the redundancy you need. But in Commander, you need the redundancy a little bit more because you're only running single copies of a card. And sometimes you can run a couple versions of a card or a couple cards that are similar to each other to get that redundancy. But you normally don't have enough, especially out of a 99 card deck, and which is 63 to 64 of them are your spells.
Yep.
That was a big gulp there, Hillbilly. I think everybody heard that. Man, you must enjoy your coffee.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's good.
I'm surprised you just didn't take one of your Super Fast Tortoise stickers and say you just stick it on the coffee pot and drink straight out of the coffee pot.
How you know I ain't done that?
That's right. Anyways, kind of stall back a little bit. I want to bring up the card of the day because there is a card of the day, which is ironically not a reanimator card, but a card I would like to get a copy of for the new Dragon deck I built last night. For all those who joined me last night, thank you for joining me for the 3-hour stream we had. That was a 3-hour stream. Oh, yeah. The card of the day is Scavenger Regent.
Oh, yeah.
4 mana, 4/4, ward discarded card. Yeah, flying. Woo woo. This is the creature on this card is pretty decent. It's not super amazing, But the war discard card's pretty solid, especially if you're running a deck, your opponent's running a deck with graveyard recursion, and they're like, I love the discard card. I will target that scavenger regent. I always try to think of the positives. But anyways, the card you want to the thing about the card you want to look at is the omen side. The exude toxin. The sorcery omen. 2 black and X. Each non-dragon creature gets -X until the turn. I'm going to shuffle this card into its owner's library.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is a non-dragon board wipe. You know, this is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rick. Okay, go on. What you were saying?
A reoccurring meat hook without the life drain.
Hmm.
Because you can't cast it for the 4, or you don't want to cast it for the 4.
Right.
You just cast the omen, throw it back in your grave into your deck, draw it again, and do it again. A reoccurring board wipe.
Reoccurring board wipe. Yeah, this can reoccur because it keeps shuffling back into your library. Can you imagine if this is like the last card in your library and you keep opening it? And
Oh my!
just so you have a card in your library and you got a creature on the battlefield. That's pretty solid. Pretty
That'd be kind of crazy.
Oh look, we got a lone wolf.
Oh!
What's up? One of our favorite cards out of the new set. Hell yeah, nice. That's a good card from the set. Boop, boop. Yeah, I'm excited. It probably has a price tag on it. Pretty hefty price tag. It's probably like a $10 card. I actually don't know.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's see what the pre-release price is on it, because pre-release is pretty big. All right. Whoa. It's only selling for $1.49, everybody. Go grab your copies now.
Wow.
The full art version of the card is $2.99. That's still promos $1.99. Well, that's out of stock, so it probably costs like $5. But it's worth grabbing, everybody, for $1, $2. And if you want this card, go pre-order this card right now.
You would think people would catch on to this card and actually buy it. Oh, it is a great card.
That's a great card. It's a good board wipe. I mean, in standard, going against dragons, like if you're going against dragons, this card sucks. But not everybody runs a dragon in all their commander decks, so this is good. Pretty solid. But if you're running a dragon deck, this is pretty solid.
Yep.
Card is house. So yeah. And look. And if you look at the picture, this is a picture of Hillbilly when he's at the buffet and a big pile of food.
I was hoping you hadn't noticed that.
That's right. And then we got a picture of the day. I made a picture of the day. I think Hellwheeler will like this picture. Let's see.
Oh, that looks like your kitty cat, except this one's a beautiful grey-white instead of your ginger one.
Yeah.
But it looks fluffy.
It's fluffy. Yeah, I wish
you're having like half a cup of coffee there and half a cup of cat hair.
That's right. The secret to life is not money, but found in cats and coffee.
TCG dude just said something weird.
Weird?
Yeah. SFT's doppelganger. Was that? Yeah, that.
Oh, doppelganger. SFT by doppelganger. Someone who looked just like me was at my local pre-release. It was a trip. I wanted to ask him for a picture for proof, but didn't want to come off as weird. That's funny.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's what I meant by weird. I don't mean as weird as being weird. I mean, that's wow.
No,
crazy.
Funny. That would have been an interesting picture.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been.
We went 1-1-1, win-loss, and draw to time. Hell yeah. Drawing at time is fun.
You should have showed him a picture
Lulu.
of Super Fast. Hey, Lulu.
Lulu. Well, hello. Woohoo! 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 All right, the secret to life is not money, but found in cats and coffee. That's right. But Hellwheeler is right. When you got cats like that, you're drinking half a cup of coffee, half a cup of fur. Give you something to digest while you drink that.
I mean, it honestly doesn't matter what you do, wherever you put your cup of coffee, or no matter how hard you try, there's gonna get fluff in it. It does. It's gonna happen. You can have the cat locked away in another room. The fluff will still get in your coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Fluff. The fluff. All right.
But I noticed, though, on this picture, it does have a Super Fast Tortoise coffee mug.
That's right.
Awesome.
All right. But yeah, Super Fast Tortoise mug. All right. Oh, look, we got a late bloomer who wants to say hi. We got kjcowboydan. How's it going?
Well, it's time to leave now.
Morning, sleepyhead. Did we forget our coffee?
We forgot to set an alarm clock.
He forgot to set an alarm clock. What?
Hey, did 3 streams last night. I did the podcast with Jesse, the after podcast with Jesse, and then I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go in and I played Minecraft for another 2 hours.
Another 2 hours.
I think we should all congratulate you on managing to actually successfully hit the go live button this time, and you weren't just playing Minecraft for 2 hours on your own talking to yourself.
Right? But don't get me wrong, KJ loves to hear the sound of his own voice. So when he's talking smooth like a radio host, he's like very entertained.
Yep. You just had to give him my hand for all that.
Sometimes it's the fault we all have is we'll start talking and we get in that groove where we're talking like smart or something, and we're like listening to ourselves and we realize, oh, I'm mute or I didn't hit record.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Mm-hmm. KJ says, "Where the hell have you been, KJ? You've been missing."
I was missing.
Because time keeps on slipping into the future.
Yeah, I had to go to Lost and Found to find KJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he literally lost his head.
Yep.
So technically, I am the head, so it lost my body. Don't know where he's at.
The body rolled out of bed. The head just stayed there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I believe by lore wise, his body's off doing the disco jive at the disco club.
Possible.
While he's sleeping, his body's dancing and staying alive. In the same vein that the Bigfoot does in the Goofy movie. And if you catch that reference, it'll look funnier in your imagination. Anyways, we were talking about reanimation before we got to the picture of the day and all that fun jazz. But we were talking about reanimation and recursion in your commander deck. How important it is to have redundancy in your deck, and having redundancy of multiple cards that do similar things to also having graveyard recursion helps you stick to theme. Yes, replaying cards helps you stick to theme. If you can replay a scene like destroy a creature more than once, that could definitely help your game.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you get that big old 6/6 with Death Touch named Grave Titan from your graveyard to the battlefield with burial rights, you're gonna play that card and get some zombies.
Yep. Does he fly?
No, but he should, because I believe I can fly.
And there's cards now that we have just came out that could give it flying.
Right, like Elspeth.
Elspeth. There's a black vampire that can give it flying also.
He's a giant. Does it care about that?
Nope.
All right. Because I know there's some cards that care about creature types.
It don't care about creature types.
Mm-hmm. Don't care.
Nope.
Like what's one card that does that?
It's a mono black vampire. I believe it costs 3, has renew, and it puts flying counters and lifelink counters on a creature.
Oh, you're talking about that one
And a
that
death
has flying death touch, lifelink.
Mm-hmm.
And when for its renew cost, you can renew it from your graveyard to put a flying death touch and lifelink counter on up to 3 creatures.
One creature.
One creature.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can see how that can be useful and resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
But Grave Titan is not standard, so it has to go on Commander.
Correct.
You got to renew it. Now, Graveyard Recursion, which is a good thing. We'll go through that little exercise we just did. Cards with like flashback, where you can cast a card from your graveyard, or renew, or harmonize, are all good in your graveyard. Having multiple spells, or that weird mechanic from Amonkhet, where it's one spell in your hand, but in your graveyard it's a different spell. I don't remember what the name of the type of spell is, but those are good too. Having the ability to play cards from multiple places at different times, but being able to play a card twice effectively is pretty solid. That's why Graveyard Recursion is pretty good, because you get to play a card more than once, or get a creature back. And you should do it wisely, or Cane Shaker will shake his mean cane at you, looking at you. Cane Shaker is the king of reanimation. He plays spells that reanimates all his creatures all the time. Eerie Ultimatum is one of my favorite reanimator spells in my dinosaur deck.
That's a great reanimation spell.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you only pay 5 mana for it. We can get all your stuff back from your graveyard. Woo-wee!
That's one thing about most reanimation spells. Most of them do cost 5. Sometimes you might run across one that might cost 6, but most of them cost 5.
Eerie Ultimatum costs like 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
But with Joda and the other 2 things in the deck that do the same thing, cost Wooburg to play.
Yep.
So playing Wooburg 5 mana to get all your stuff back is pretty good. Because Eerie Ultimatum lets you put permanents from your graveyard onto the battlefield with different names. So if you got a fat stack of a graveyard and you cast Eerie Ultimatum and get like over half your graveyard back, that's pretty solid. It even counts lands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like KJ loves recursion because he has to recur his body from the depth of a dance club every night just to make sure it's doing all right. Silence. You're muted, KJ, if you're talking. His mouth is all open.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Yes, you were muted. I did not mute you. You muted yourself.
Mm-hmm. And
Give him a chance. He hasn't got the coffee in him yet. Get it going, and those cogs will start whirring, and he'll work things out.
he muted again.
That's right. That's right. Shut screen.
But I mean, there's so much reanimation out there in the game now. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
But it is awesome.
Like I brought up a website. Whoa. Website. It shows you some fun cards with reanimation abilities. Abiding Grace, which I do have a copy of this in the deck I needed, and costs 2 generic and white. It's a enchantment. It says at the beginning of your end step, choose one. Gain 1 life or return target creature card with mana value 1 from your graveyard to the battlefield, which I do have a deck that fits in.
Huh.
Reanimating creature each turn is pretty solid. Yeah, I run this in my Death Touch deck, where all my 1/1s have Death Touch.
Wow. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that second card.
Yeah. But here's a new card that would be a fun copy to have. Afterlife from the Loam. 5 generic, 3 black. Hefty. Has Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting a spell costs 1 less to cast for this card. So each card you move from the graveyard reduces the price of this mana cost. For each player, choose up to 1 target creature card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards on the battlefield under your control. They are zombies in addition to the other types.
Busted.
Busted indeed. Mm-hmm. It's pretty solid. Here's a fun one. Agademe Occultist, 3 generic and a black. Creature, human, shaman, ally, 0/2. Tap it up a target creature card from an opponent's graveyard on the battlefield under your control. If its converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of allies.
Nice.
In an ally deck, this would be good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. But we're just looking at cards. Agademe's Awakening, 3 black and X. Return from a graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have different converted mana costs, X or less.
Nice.
Interesting. Got Against All Odds. Choose one or both. 4 mana sorcery. Choose one or both. Is exile target artifact or creature you control. Return to the battlefield under someone's control, or return target artifact or creature card with mana value 3 less from your graveyard to the battlefield.
Oof.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to scroll down. I'm trying to find cards that just strictly.
With a random black creature up there is pretty good. That one.
Alesha, who laughs at fate. 1 generic and black or red. Legendary creature, human warrior from Foundations. 2/2. First strike. Whenever Alicia attacks, put a +1 counter on it. All right. Raid. Beginning of your end step. If you attack this turn, return target creature card's mana value less than or equal to Alicia's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not horrible. The fact that she gets bigger each time she attacks is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, reanimation. Then there's Alicia, who smiles at death. 2 generic and a red. Whenever Alicia smiles at death attacks, you may pay 2 white, 2 black, a black, white, or white and a black, however you choose. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking.
Ooh.
Yeah, this card would be bonkers if it was in standard.
Oh yeah. And that'd be in every deck I'd make that has red in it.
Well, that'd be pretty good in that mouse deck that you griped about the other night.
Yeah.
That's right. Then got Alter Ball. I think that's an internet card. And Offense of the Foremost, which is all right. I'm looking for specific cards, but this is a list of different cards. Embalm. Embalm's a good ability to get a creature back. Like Angel and Sanctions here. You can, when it comes to play, you exile a permanent till leaves the battlefield. Embalm from a graveyard for 6 mana. You exile this card, make a copy of it with a token copy of it, and Embalm is a sorcery. That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, but you can recur it from your graveyard too. Ingrath. I'm trying to find the specific cards. Archangel Elspeth. Return all non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 less from a graveyard to the battlefield. I need this card for a deck.
Very good card.
Need it for my Death Touchers deck. Because, getting back on my little 1/1 snakes with Death Touch is pretty solid.
Yup.
You ever watch that movie from the early 2000s, late 90s? I think it was the late 90s. The Reanimator.
Oh, I think I've seen that once.
Yeah, there's a series of them. It's a nice little cheesy horror film that has humorous and whatnot, but reflects the original the original concept of like horror films back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, there's a lot of zombie films from back in the 90s. A lot of undead films, but some of them don't stand as tall as like the Evil Dead series or whatnot.
Yep.
Well, this is less of a zombie film and more like a Frankenstein type movie series. It's about a guy who's a scientist who kind of brings the dead back to life.
Right. Makes sense. I think I could be wrong, but I think my wife watched that. No, that's a different movie. There's a movie called The Lazarus Project or something that she liked the original of.
Okay, it's not one I've seen, but
Yeah, they remade The Lazarus Project, but yeah. I just remember there was a movie my wife liked from back in the day. That's in the vein of what you're talking about. All right. Oh my lord. All right. I thought this search was going to be a lot easier, but they are.
It's a lot of them.
Well, they're giving me a lot of specific type of cards. I wanted cards I put in the search box. Return target creature to the battlefield, and they're giving me all these cards that are like have these extra steps and stuff on it. Like you can just give it to me easily. There's plenty of them out there. In black and white, black and white has the most reanimation spells in all colors.
Yep.
Green has the most return target permanent or target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Red will get you instants and sorceries. Blues will get you instants and sorceries from your graveyard. Yeah. Speaking of zombies, can we get a Carl? No. We don't do Carl. We don't do Carl here.
Nope.
What do you think I am? DJ Longhair? I like you can get a creep, you can get a yeehaw or something like that. Chee-hoo. I don't know.
Yep.
A Carl? No, we don't have Carl.
Nah.
Kenny Chicker's like, oops, wrong channel. But yeah. Well,
I'm not even sure if he's doing those anymore.
well, it's because we're not going to get into why he can't do them anymore. But
No.
yeah, he doesn't do it anymore. Not right now. But the right channel is we're the Super Fast Tortoise Show. And we're talking about reanimation, recursion. So good. When we discussed about recursion is good for the redundancy of your deck, getting things back, having multiple life and spells, having the ability to play spells again is always a good thing. God dang.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my lord, my brain. Thinking about this comment. Oops, wrong channel. Am I becoming like DJ Longhair? Are you saying? Am I like DJ now? Am I great as DJ? Wow.
I hope not.
Oh man.
And after that, no comment.
Oh, I'm just helping to spread positive vibes here, man. Positive vibes. You know, we bring you news sometimes, but this is not a news channel all the time. Sometimes we get stuck in conversations like Deadpool or the Nintendo Switch 2 or something.
I mean, but about as far as this reanimation go, this graveyard recursion, there's just so many cards that do it, which
Right.
I find that needed in the game. And it's awesome that they give it to us.
Oh man.
Yeah, they sprinkle it around in standard, but it's great that it's sprinkled all over standard.
Sprinkle all over standard.
Because makes the commander decks awesome, more awesome.
Well, yeah. Commander has tons of reanimating options, amazing reanimating options.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think standard has 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 reanimation cards.
Right, and they usually cost 4 or 5 to use.
Yeah, they usually use 4 or 5. Most of the time they're 5 or more.
Most of the time they're 5.
Yep.
Yeah, but in seeing Commander, you got some good ones that cost 1, 3. Like you got animate dead, you got reanimate, you got something undead. I can't think of the name. But James Willis gave me a copy of this card. Costs 3 mana. It's like reanimate dead, but it could be a combat trick as well. But then you got Zombify, which costs 4. Then you got a white spell that costs 4 mana, 2 white. Like 2 generic, 2 white. 4 is your average decent level. Then most of your reanimation spells cost 5 mana.
Wow.
Necromancy, Hermit. Yes. Necromancy is the card I'm thinking about. That's right. Necromancy is an amazing card. Necromancy. Because Necromancy returns a creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield with a +1/+0 counter on it.
Yeah, that's awesome card.
But it has flash, basically. Old school flash. You can cast it at any time, and if you cast it on, for instance, like if you cast that as an instant, you sacrifice a creature in a turn. And if you cast it as a regular spell, the creature stays. Every well-built cube worth a grain of salt has a reanimation package in it. That's right. I love cube. I love Necromancy Plus. Cataract Leviathan. Ooh. The sauciness there.
Nice.
The sauciness. But yeah. I love reanimation that has a good reanimation package in it that returns creatures cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. Especially with haste engines like Fervor. Or what's the new card called? This would be a Grixis combo. With this card. With Frostcliff Siege. Or Fires of Yavimaya. Good cards. I love reanimating creatures that can have haste. Haste! Oh! When I talk about reanimation and how powerful it is with haste engines, I feel like Santa Claus. Yeah. Santa Claus just keeps on giving the good stuff. The good stuff.
Yep.
Anyways, much ado. How you doing down there, Hellwheeler?
Oh, good down here.
Good down here. All right. How you doing there, KJ?
Oh, fine and dandy. Making myself some pancakes.
Pancake.
Oh, I mean, I would say, can you give me some? But you're in America, so I'm pretty sure when you say you're making pancakes, you're not making the nice pancakes.
Yeah, he's not making crepes. I promise you that.
No, that's the French pancakes. We want the British pancakes.
They look exactly the same.
There's a difference. They're called pancakes, not crepes.
Guys are funny.
If you want to see more of this argument, do check out our episode of Procrastinating Across the Ocean when we talked about pancakes, crepes, and flapjacks.
That's right. I remember that episode. You went through, KJ went through a list of 10 different pancakes around the world.
There are too many pancakes.
One of my favorite pancakes off that list was literally a cake that you bake in a pan.
Yeah, that is the complete opposite of all pancakes that we know of. That's a complete outlier. I don't know what it was doing sitting there.
But it's legitimately a pan cake.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if
Also
you're
get-
going to get technical, yes.
You also
Yeah.
got your you also get your flapjacks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which I will
But
point
in the-
out is something entirely different in the UK.
You know,
Yeah,
flapjack,
they don't have
not-
flapjacks in the UK. It's like a grainy granola bar.
flapjacks are good.
What's the difference between a flapjack and a pancake?
One's eaten by lumberjacks, and the other one's eaten by soccer moms at a IHOP.
Because I thought flapjacks and pancakes were the same thing. You know,
They are.
Well,
why are
well,
they
over
different
here
names?
in the UK, they're this nice oaty bar with honey. It's like this dense, sugary yumminess.
Mm.
You know,
Sugary
it's very,
yumminess.
it's kind of healthy-ish. But it's a good kind of energy thing.
Let's see. So, okay, now I know why KJ missed that cue. I thought he teed that one up real good for him. Oh, like how many pancakes do you like to eat in a stack? Do you like to eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
I don't know. I eat pancakes Minecraft style. Whole stack of 64.
64. Why not 69? Yeah, I just like pancakes myself. I usually eat about maybe 3, 4.
How big are your pancakes
most.
you're eating?
Yeah, they're about that thick.
Okay.
So they're pretty thick.
Yeah, I usually make pancakes like this big, about that thick, and have 2 of them.
Yeah, mine's almost the size of a plate, regular plate.
Right. Let's see, Hellwheeler, when she eats a pancake, she has like 5 of them. And they're
I eat one
like that
pancake at a
big.
time, thank you.
What?
I eat one pancake at a time. And it depends whether or not I'm having a pancake or a Scotch pancake. Or my mum also calls them drop pancakes.
What's the difference between a pancake and a Scotch pancake?
Well, a pancake is normally sort of a nice big thin one where you're going to put your sugar and your lemon on. A Scotch pancake is more for like tea time. You're going to put butter on top of it and you're having it more as a savoury sort of. And you generally have them cold as well.
Kind of like cornbread.
No, I think it's got a different flour in it or something. I'm not too sure. Obviously, my mum makes them amazingly. Although I can definitely tell the difference between a home cooked one and a store bought one. Never go with the store bought ones; they're just not as good.
Yeah, store-bought pancakes are not that amazing.
Sure
Right.
ain't.
Hey, Lego my ego.
Right. Lego my ego. You know they do sell waffle irons that you can make your own waffles on.
Yep, I got one.
Those are pretty good, especially when you make waffles out of pancake mixes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I had it, I would probably get a waffle iron at some point. I'm looking for like a better toasty
Right.
maker. I've just got one which squishes the bread down and makes it into like it toasts it, but it does it into the triangles. And
Right.
you really want more of a panini one that then you can just grill up things on it. Well, a multi-purpose toaster is what you need.
What's your favorite reanimation card, Tortoise?
My favorite reanimation card?
Mm-hmm.
Like my favorite reanimation card is not the best one out there, but I like it because it's reusable. Is Unburied.
Now, myself, I like reanimate myself.
Well, that's one of the powerful ones that are pretty good.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Right. Anyways, I see your comment down there. Do you got anything to add to the reanimation conversation?
Man, that's what I said. Hey, I just did.
No, I mean, like, is there something else you wanted to add to the conversation?
No.
then I guess we're done with the conversation. That's we're just chilling, vibing.
Yep.
I once made pancakes from cake mix. Well, I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good, K-Checker? Was it everything you asked for?
I mean, technically, pancake mix is cake mix because there is cake in the word. So are you sure you just didn't use pancake mix?
Sure,
Just didn't see the pan bit.
you'll go with pancakes made from cake mix, but you'll have a hard time with cakes being made in a pan.
Pancakes should not be made in a pan.
But they're literally called
Unless it's a frying pan.
pancakes.
Yeah, but it should be a frying pan, not like a dish. No, it shouldn't be going in the oven. It's as simple as that. On the top of the oven on the hob, yes. In the oven, no.
What about a Dutch oven?
What's a Dutch oven?
Pretty much like a cauldron over a campfire.
Or how about a skillet?
Right.
Now we're just getting picky.
Well, I mean,
Help me out here, KJ.
there's more than one way to skin a cat here when it comes to pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
You got deep pancakes, you got franks, you got crepes, you got British pancakes, you got flapjacks, you got Chicago style pancakes, you got New York style pancakes.
Right.
Yep.
Has anyone seen any good spoilers today? We do some. Figured I'd make them from a cake mix. I can put frosting on them. Oh, like when we got the stuff, I like to dress a pancake real nice. Dress the pancake like me and my wife are going on a date, right? I get a pancake and I'll get some butter on it, put some syrup on it, get some warmed up fruit on it, some whipped cream on it. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Dress
Make a
up
little
real nice.
take that whipped cream, that fruit, make a little face on it with smiling.
Right? You can definitely do that.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, my friends, the reason why we got off the reanimation topic and got into the pancakes is because I needed time for Hellwheeler and KJ to at least be able to talk about something and have a little fun time.
Mm-hmm.
And we were repeating ourselves in the reanimation topic because there was so much you could talk about.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted Hellwheeler and KJ to have time to feel like they're part of the show because they are part of the show.
Yep.
They're part of the creep, everybody.
That's right.
Oh,
Well, we all
KJ.
know that food goes down well with everyone.
Well, we know Hellbilly is always up for food.
Mm-hmm.
like literally there's like a strip on his main street with like 5 buffets on it, and he acts like Pac-Man going by each one.
Dad, like it. You must be a dang gone fly on the wall knowing all that.
That's right. But like a fly on the wall, there are times we have to get to a certain part of the day, and here we go to the bumper.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Whoa. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Yeah. Let's see. We got Hellwheeler, KJ. Which one's fighting for the first spot to shill first? I think it's the person with the cats. The person with the cat wins. KJ loses. Hellwheeler gets to shill first.
And once again, my kiddies are gonna reward themselves with all that effort by having a nice lick of water out of KJ's jar. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you I'd stop them, but you just can't stop these kiddies.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, while my kiddies have some refreshment out of KJ's jar, tonight is Thursday, which means it's continuation of Mass Effect 2. I have no idea how far in the story we are. If you played it before, then maybe you have a clue. I do not. I think we're about sort of episode 6 or something into it, or 7. Yeah, we'll be doing part 7. So we're certainly probably about halfway through. I think I would have hoped, but who knows? So if you want to come see what Shepard's going to get up to tonight and where the story goes, then come join. We'll be starting around 12 midnight my time, which I believe is now back to the sensible time of 6 o'clock Central. Because, we finally finished dealing with that weird, let's put our clocks back at different times.
Daylight savings, that weird thing.
Yep. We are now all on the same time again, for now.
Woo-woo.
Cool.
Nice. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. KJ.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. kjcowboydan here. So tonight I'm going to be hanging out with Mr. DJ Longhair, assuming everything goes right and I don't have technical difficulties because of everything. And then Saturday will be my third night of Mad Max gameplay playthrough. Join me for that on Saturday, where you get to watch me not very successfully drive a doom buggy across a post-apocalyptic Australia. Thank you.
But ask Kane Shaker and he'll agree that it's great fun to watch him crash about.
That's right. Right. You gotta have fun over at KJ's channel too, and Hellwheelers and Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to fire the old arena up again and try to make a new deck for this afternoon. And that's really all I got going on today.
All right. That sounds awesome. Check it out. Check it out. And here we got Super Fast Tortoise tonight. We're at 6 p.m. We're going to try to have a commander game tonight. We're going to play the new Tiamat deck that you watched me build last night on the live. Check it out. Check it out, everybody. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. But with that, I want to thank everybody for being on the show today. Everybody showed up on the show today. Hellwheeler, Hillbilly, KJ, Cowboy Dan. Thank you. Everybody showed up and chatted with us and kept us alive. You guys are amazing. I want to hope you have a wonderful day, but I want to remind you that you are loved. Someone's thinking about you, and if you can, brighten someone's day, because he might be the change they need today, just to elevate their attitude just a little bit. But with that, my friends, I want to thank you again and have a good time. Thank you, my members, for being part of the channel. Thank you, subscribers, for being subscribed. And let's get to the end screen.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the